ועל כל ישראל, amen. So being today the Hilula of the Baba Sani, I would like to share with you a very interesting story that I heard from a certain rabbi that went and he spoke with his wife. And he told her, tell me, Mechila, with his daughter, tell me why your father was so special. Why the Baba Sali was zoche to things that we didn't found by any other Chachamim in our generation. You know, people saw miracles in front of their eyes. The Baba Sali was able to see what was going on outside his house and who is about to enter in 2 more minutes. And he was telling the Shamosh, prepare to meet the table because this rabbi is coming over. This person is sitting with me today. It was unbelievable. Besides the famous miracle of the arak, okay, that it was pouring arak to so many people. Same bottle, it was covering the arak bottle. It was pouring to 100 people, and after the whole meal was over, they were opening up the cover, and it was still full, like nothing happened before. That's one of the miracles, but there were miracles that people were there, that he told certain people sitting on the wheelchairs to stand up and to start walking. Things that you don't see, that you have never heard before. So this rabbi asked his daughter, can you please tell me why your father was zoche to get to such a level? So she told him like this. She told him, when I was in Morocco, my father was a dayan, and because he was a rabbi, so he needed to go once every couple of weeks or months to different cities around Morocco, and he was spending a week, 2 weeks, then he was coming back. She says, the one time, she was a little girl, and she woke up in the middle of the night. She had a nightmare. So she started to run to her parents' room to see her mother. For some reason, the mother was not there. So she entered into panic, middle of the night, and she needs somebody, an adult with her. She was going from one room to another. She goes, it was like a aliyat gag, there was like a second floor, okay, one room in the second floor. She goes up, she opens up the door, and she sees her father. Her father sitting down in a tiny, tiny room with a small candle, whatever, or light, right? And a small table, and learning. So she screamed, Abba! What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You left 2 days ago, right? You were supposed to be I don't know where, and usually your trips back in the days there were no cars, whatever, if there was cars, but it was not so easy, right? The trips were taking at least a week. What are you doing here? And the Baba Sali answers her, I'll tell you something, but don't tell anybody. And he says to her, many times I have to tell the people that I'm leaving for a trip. Because if I don't, they don't let me learn Torah quietly. So what I do, and your mother knows this, I lock myself for 2 weeks inside this tiny room. I don't leave the place. I sleep, take a quick nap. Your mother prepares to me food. At the end of the day, she puts it under next to the door, whatever, and I learned there for 2 entire weeks. So the daughter said, do you think that my father did this only one time? I realized that my father was doing that a lot of times throughout the year. So you're asking how did the Baba Sali get to whatever he got? The answer is there is no magic. There's no magic. When a person is ready to be Omel Torah, when a person is ready to take upon himself the yoke of Torah, then he's zochet to all of these great things. You know, there is a fantastic midrash, and I'm sorry that I didn't look at it inside, but I remember it. It says about Mitzrayim. It says that Mitzrayim were making Am Yisrael to work beparich, right? Hard labor. Bechomer ubilvenim. It says the midrash, bechomer bekal vachomer. Bilvenim bebinyanav. What is this midrash? It's a a game of words. Bechomer bekal vachomer bilvenim bebinyanav, and it goes on. And what's the connection? Chazal is saying that the reason why Am Yisrael deserved such a hard labor was because they left Torah learning. The Gemara says, Adam le'amal yulad. A person was created to take yoke upon himself and to work hard. The Gemara says then, Zacha le'amal Torah. Lo zacha le'amal derech eretz. If you were zoche, so that yoke and that effort, put it on Torah, it removes away from you the yoke and the effort in olam hazeh. If not, the yoke and effort is going to come anyways. So last night we had a very nice kumzitz, and not kumzitz, let's call it Menachem Malka in our building, and there was a Hasidic rabbi that was it was the guest of the event, and he said something very nice. He said, we say in Pesach, we quote the pasuk, Misharotam tzerurot b'simutam hashechmam, right? What's Misharotam tzerurot b'simutam hashechmam? What is that? That Am Yisrael, when they left Egypt, they were finally free. So the rabbi said, how does a free man walks? Straight, not holding anything in his hands, walking, the arms are wide open. He's really free. He's finally free. But yet the Torah tells us how Am Yisrael left Egypt. Misharotam tzerurot b'simnotam hashechma. They were carrying their stuff on their shoulders. Come on. You're a free guy. Don't carry on your shoulder. Put it on top of the donkey and go. They had animals, Baruch Hashem. Why they had to hold up that yoke on top of their shoulders? Say Chazal, because to be a free person is not a person that has no yoke. That's not a free man. No yoke, yeah. A free man is not a guy that has no obligations. A fellow that has no obligations, okay, he's nothing. He's a poor man. You have no family to take care of. You have no job to take care of. You have nothing, no responsibilities. You're a Hazid case. Am Yisrael, they said, yes, we're living Egypt. But what is the meaning of freedom? The meaning of freedom is that you choose what is the yoke that you want to carry. Am Yisrael, they carry Misharotam tzerurot v'simnotam hashechmam u'bnei Yisrael asu kidvar Moshe, which means they decided to do whatever Moshe Rabbeinu will teach them. Moshe Rabbeinu is going to tell them to go 3 days and 3 nights. Where? I don't know. Nobody knows. We just follow Moshe Rabbeinu. They took upon themselves the avodah and the effort of following Torah. That's free man. So the rabbi said, sometimes we, Baruch Hashem, we come, we have responsibilities. You wake up in the morning, you say, you do Netilat Yadayim, you pray Shacharit, everything fantastic, you learn Torah. But sometimes it's heavy. Some guys, they feel, it's too long, Rabbi. Too long tefillah. Shiur, no, we gotta leave. Right? You wanna go chick chack? Sometimes a person feels in the yoke of Torah that it's too heavy. What do you do? What do you do? So the rabbi of last night said, you know what do you do? When something is too heavy, it's because you feel that somebody's obligating you to do it. That's why it becomes heavy. When you're forced to follow certain rules, it's not your decision. Somebody's telling you what to do, so it becomes heavy. But when you decide to do it for your own good, it's not heavy, right? I believe you guys know a lot of people that they work over 8 hours a day, right? Much more, 12 hours a day. Some can go even extra, and they don't. It's not heavy. They love it. Why they love it? Why? What happened? You know why they love it? Because they choose this type of yoke. Says the rabbi, if you don't want to feel that it's too heavy, Torah and mitzvot, you should choose them. Don't make it an obligation that kiviyachol they're forcing you to do it. You should go and choose it. I want to wake up for shacharit early. I want to do my own korbanot. I want to learn with the sefer inside, not just, very nice divrei Torah. No, that's also good, but I want to go to the Bet Midrash to have a little bit of learning inside, to learn how to read good the Gemara, how to understand well the Mishnah, the Halakha. When you take upon yourself because you want to, you will not feel heavy. And that's the real meaning behind Mish'arotam Tzerurot V'Simrotam HaShichmam. Nobody forced them. They choose to do it. And a free man is a man that is ready to take upon himself a yoke, and is happy with this yoke that he's taking. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'Amen. Rabbi Hananiah ben Akashal, Menachem, Kadosh Baruch Hu